In this video, I want to talk about how you play the market in Lord of the Rings: Rise to War. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the market, which is a building you get pretty early on once you start building things out in your city, and it allows you to exchange resources for value. The market is a tier 4 building, at least in Season 1 of Lord of the Rings: Rise to War. And once you unlock the market, you unlock the ability to trade and also to get some deals. Now, the more you level up your market, the better your trade ratio becomes. But let me step back into the market again to show you the two main screens. The first screen is the screen I honestly made this video because of the setup on the board that I have right now, where you can play the market to both trade one resource that you have for another resource you need in here, and also to just get crazy value. So let me show you crazy value. Are you ready for this? This is a little crazy. I am able to get my ingots and turn them into extra food, or I guess wheat, or what do they call it? Grain, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to take ingots and I get grain. Thank you. Now I'm going to take my grain, and my grain is going to get me stone. Now I'm going to take the stone to get wood. And now I'm going to take the wood to get ingots again. So what I've basically just done is given myself 20k extra of each of those resources. And sure, I could have used that to change up the balance of resources that I have, but I want them all, baby. I want all the resources I can get. So that was really fun and kind of crazy. Now, if you want, you can refresh the market up here on the left. I generally don't do this. I think there are other places where I'm getting a lot more value for my gems than here. In particular, right over in here, the tavern is a much better place to spend some gems. I get that it's 4 times as many gems, but like, this is a much better spot to drop those gems, in my opinion, than trying to do refreshes in your market. Again, my opinion. Now, if I go back to the market, there is one other place that is very, very important to talk about that I think is a very underutilized tool in this game, and that is the barter function. If you overload on one resource instead of another, you can trade, you can barter to get what you need. Now, the ratio is not in your favor. So in this case, because I'm at level 3 for my market, I get a 10-to-6 ratio, which means for every 10 of an item I give, I only get 6 back, but I'm getting whatever it is that I need. Now, you may be thinking, Chisgule, why are you telling me about this? Why are you saying this is so important? This not only lets you balance your resources, but there's something very critical that you can do. Allow me to show you the resource tiles on the map. There's something sort of funky here about the way that these tiles level up. Let me pick a couple tiles as example here. This is a level 6 tile, and it gives ingots, okay? And if I look at another level 6 tile, if I can find one real quick, I should be able to get food. Okay, so I have a food tile and I have a tile that gives ingots, but there aren't other types of level 6 tiles. That's all you have. Now, if I look at my next highest tile type, it's these level 7s, which are going to be stone, or my other option is going to be wood right over here. So I can do stone or wood. Now, the production boost on these tiles is different. It's 640 per hour for wood. It's 640 per hour for stone. But these lower level tiles, even though they're only one level lower, is 560 per hour. That's a lot less resources per hour. I'm mentioning all of this because I think a good method in this game is to just get the highest level tiles you possibly can, rather than trying to balance out your resource production until you get to the level 200 plus tiles. I guess that's 200 ring power per tile, because then all of the tiles I think have now equaled out, and there's a 200 tile for everything. So here's a 200 tile for getting ingots. I'm sure I can find some other 200 tiles for getting lumber as well. I think I recall one being kind of over this way. I've got one for lumber. Oh, that's a big one. There's one for lumber somewhere over here. There's a 200 tile for that. Here it is, the 200 tile for lumber. There's going to be a 200 tile for the rocks. Here it is, right? So at this point, you use these higher level tiles to balance out your resource production later on. But early on, it just seems like get as many resources as you possibly can and then barter for what you need if you really need to. Now, look, if you've got some major imbalance, okay, like fix the imbalance that you've got. But it seems like there's a lot of ways that you can trade one resource into another. That's probably not so bad. So I'm not advocating for like completely breaking your balance of resource gain, but I do think it's reasonable to take advantage of the fact that if you can take a higher level tile, you probably should do it and plan to barter a little bit later if you need to. So the market actually offers that very powerful function, and the higher level you get, the better it's going to be for bartering, because every time you upgrade the market, you get a better freaking trade ratio, baby. 70%, that's going to be a really nice trade ratio. And I'm looking forward to doing that upgrade. And I guess it might go as high as 80%, which seems really good. If you have any other thoughts about the market and how it should be used, definitely let me know and leave a comment down below. I'm interested in seeing that. I'm interested in seeing your thoughts. I actually am really opposed to like losing value on resources like you kind of do from the market. But if you're in a hurry to keep things moving along in your city, I actually think it's a very powerful tool. Use it wisely. And until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies.